Ms. Culpepper. So thanks for letting me come to your classroom. Can you tell me what it is that you wanted students to learn from your lesson?
An introduction on the characteristics of a drama, along with terminology.
So just learning like the parts of a drama and what it's all about. Do you think that the kids reacted how you thought they would to the lesson?
Yes, I was I was thinking they were going to struggle because I have the low friends, and it was a new concept, something that most of them have never seen before or seen very little of because they are below level readers, so they haven't been exposed to much drama.
When you say struggle, what are some of the things you notice that they struggle with?
Being able to distinguish the different parts and just the makeup of the drama, how the characters have different speaking parts, and then the stage directions, parentheses. Probably half of my kids had no idea what brackets were, and parentheses, and didn't understand that, and then just them being able to follow all the different characters and conversations that are happening.
To follow along.
Mm-hmm.
So something as simple as following along a script, and then something as high level as the vocabulary that goes along with it. Okay. So throughout the lesson, what was your role? Could you describe your role during the lesson?
The beginning, I was the facilitator. We all read the script as a whole group, and then I walked around and discussed with students issues that they had and questions, and tried to help that way.
So when you were facilitating, what did you notice when you were speaking to the students?
Some of them had a lot of questions about, some of the questions were really valid and good, others were off about something random, about asking about how many questions they had to answer out of the packet that we did, and then really just going back over the vocabulary.
So at the end of the lesson, do you feel that you achieved the purpose or the objective, or the students achieved the objective?
No, we were still struggling, trying to still master it. They haven't mastered it. They've been introduced to it, and it's something that will be ongoing. So, no, it wasn't mastered, but I didn't really foresee it as being mastered in one day.
The first time. So you mentioned it's something that you'll continue, so maybe reteaching a little bit about drama. All right. I noticed during the lesson you did a really good job meeting some of the accommodations of your students, because I know you have some students with special needs. I saw you reading out loud the students that have the modification of oral administration of questions. And you were scripting for a friend that needed technology assistance, because we've talked about him before, so I knew that's what you were doing. One thing I did notice is that we had a few friends that consistently got out of their chair to come and ask you a question, whether you were on this side of the room or at the guided reading table. And one time there was one student where you told him to go back to his seat, and then he started talking to you from his seat while you were still seated at the table. How do you feel about that?
That is an ongoing struggle with them gaining the teacher's attention in the appropriate manner. I usually do have an aide in here during the time, and the majority of those friends that stalk me around the room are usually used to a small group with their aide.
So the aide
and
wasn't in here
I didn't have as much extra support as I usually do that day.
Okay. Well, thank you for letting me come in your class. Hopefully I hope those friends with some reteaching can get to master that objective, and we'll work on a plan to help those behaviors become consistent, because it's very distracting
to everybody.
Yes, exactly, not just to you, but to the other students as well. So thanks for coming, and thanks for letting me come in.